Somalia. How to use less CPU usage on a Raka Blade Point.
Before the start of this video, I would like to point out that these 4 tips might not fix the FPS issues for everyone. It worked for me and I think it will work for a lot of people, but not everyone. So for the people for whom this does not work, you're going to have to wait for the official patch from the developer themselves. The first tip is the most basic one. Update your graphics driver. Open up your GeForce Experience and go to the driver section. Here you'll see that Nvidia recently released a driver just for Naraka. The version is 471.68. This driver should help stabilize the performance for most users. The second tip was provided by the devs themselves during the final beta testing. The solution is to basically set Naraka application to max performance mode. Right-click on desktop, select NVIDIA Control Panel, select Manage 3D Settings, then Program Settings, click on Add. And find Power Management mode. This by default is set to use global settings, but you're going to change it to prefer maximum performance and click on Apply. During the final beta testing, this actually helped increase my performance. It didn't completely fix the stuttering and FPS drops, but I could clearly see the improvement. The third tip does not help with FPS drops, but it helps with stuttering and makes the game load faster. And it's to install the game on SSD and not on your hard drive. If you don't have an SSD, then this will not work for you. You might have noticed that the main menu takes a lot of time to load, or when you get into a game, the character select screen takes a lot of time to load. This solution helps fix it. If you install the game on your hard drive, the game itself will tell you in the title screen to install the game on SSD, as it helps with stuttering. Naraka is only around 10 GB in download, so reinstalling the game on SSD should not be a problem. I had the game installed on my hard drive, which is my E drive at first, but later on switched to SSD, which is my C drive, and clearly saw the difference on load times. The final and the most important tip for FPS drop is to use this command on advanced launch option. I will leave it in the description box below. I found this tip on Reddit by a user named Box of Joes, who in turn found about it from a Twitter user Voxelhard. So kudos to this guys. Here they mention that this tip only works if you have a 16 GB RAM or more. I have a 16 GB RAM, so it worked for me. If you have less than that, try it anyway, maybe it will still work. So open your Steam, go to Library, right-click on Naraka Blade Point, select Properties.
Well, maybe not
Here you can see the launch options. This by default is empty. Paste the code here and just close the box. This is the tip that really helped me fix the FPS drops, and my game actually works really smoothly now. So these are the 4 tips that worked for me. I suggest you guys do all the 4 above. If it still didn't work, then I'm sorry. You're gonna have to wait for the official patch from the devs
Have to
themselves.
look good for my foes.
Thank you for watching.
Time to go dark. Hey guys, it's HK Boba, and if you are a left-click mashing legend in Naraka Blade Point, but you're ready to go beyond that and take your game to the next level, we've come up with a short guide that should help you get started.
Sturdy again.
I love this.
For today's video, I've invited Mime. He was a closed beta test tournament winner and one of the top ranking players.
Hey guys, it's Mime. HK Boba is going to go over the basics, and then we'll be going over some tips and tricks on what I use to win more fights.
So we're going to split up the video to cover tips for fighting, and then we won't cover all the basics, but just to cover our bases. We'll start with attacking. On the ground, you can either attack, focus attack, or parry. They sort of have a rock, paper, scissors interaction where focus attacks can armor through and beat regular attacks. The focus attacks are vulnerable to parry, while parrying is useless against regular attacks. Now that we have that out of the way, let's dive a little deeper. Landing a parry on a focus attack allows you to get a free stab that does an insane amount of damage as well as disarm them. A parry can sometimes straight up just win you a fight. So let's talk about an easy way to land more parries.
A big part of knowing when they're going to land a focus attack is knowing what they have in their arsenal. So if you're playing whatever weapon, your third left-click attack will always be a focus attack. Those focus attacks are parryable, so if you see a lot of times new players or people that are just trying to string together the easy combos, they're going to be using the classic 3 left clicks in a row. So once you get hit by the second left click, you know you have a window to parry.
The only exception to this rule is the Great Sword, where the focus attack comes out on the second attack. On the flip side, it is also super important to avoid getting parried.
So if you want to avoid getting parried, you have to know that in their mind, they're thinking about the third attack you're going to do is a parryable attack. So if we can cancel that by doing 2 attacks and then a crouch cancel or a different type of attack, even a dodge, they're going to parry and you're going to be able to get another string of combos going.
There are also multiple ways to cancel your focus attack in case you need to.
The main one that you're going to be using during combat is dashing. So if I start a focus attack, I can dash away and quickly start another one, which will also bring you into the slide animation, which can help close distance.
I shall purify the souls of their
another way, if for whatever reason you don't have stamina or you can't dodge, maybe like restriction of the area, you're in a small building, then you can charge it, press C, and it'll cancel it. So if you know someone's about to parry and you don't want to eat that attack, either C or you can dodge.
And the final way to avoid getting parried is to simply hold your charge until after the parry animation is over, and then you can unleash your focus attack. Naraka is extremely new, so if you want to see more in the future, please let the YouTube algorithm know by smashing that like button. And while you're there, please consider subscribing so you'll know when more Naraka videos are out. Alright, let's move on to the second half of the video, movement. One of the biggest things I noticed when I first watched Mime play was the difference in our speed and the way he was canceling from one movement to the next.
There are a couple tricks you need to know to make your movement smoother and quicker. So first of all, with movement, you have the crouch jumping, which is my personal favorite. While you're sprinting, you can press the C button to crouch and you'll do a slide. If you use that in combination with the jump at the very end of it, you'll do this crouch jump. And it's slightly faster than sprinting and can help you catch up to enemies that are running away or retreat from a bad situation.